Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Spiritual Justice Gem, Trusted Gem. I'm Goddess Quita, or you can call me Quita, either one would do that answer to both. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz, y'all. This is your Celtic Cross reading for November. And you're showing up as the King of Wands. You're coming out in fire energy, which is good, but you're showing up at the end of your reading, which tells me, because this Queen of Swords is here, you're in your head a lot. So that's what that's telling me. I just want to take up my cards, but I'm going to leave them here. Yeah. Because I already went over your energy and wrote the messages down. If you hear anything in the background, it's my dryer. Please excuse the noise, but life must go on. So it's like you ended a cycle here, Aries, in November. A cycle with something. Let's see what the cycle is with. All right, we're going to clarify these cards, messages. Come on, my baby. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. So, what did Aries in my recent past? What did Aries in? You ended some type of you ended up being crossroads, making some type of decision, because yeah, you were stuck in your head about it. The Queen of Swords is in your subconscious mind. Did I read your cards? Let me back up. In your current placement, you have the Five of Wands, crossing energy. The challenging energy is the Eight of Pentacles. The recent past is the Ten of Swords, and near future is the Nine of Pentacles. In your conscious mind, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Chariot is in your subconscious. Your Hermit card is your advice placement. And your outer influences is the Nine of Wands. Your the world is your hopes and fears. So achieving some type of something, bringing on this new cycle could be a thing for you, and because you want to be in this King of Wands energy, which is your outcome for the month of December. So you ended making some type of, maybe being indecisive, or ended making a decision or something. I get more so you was indecisive. Because in your conscious mind, you got the Queen of Swords, and it lets me know that you were contemplating something, because you got the Hermit as an advice. Or if you haven't, you're going to be ending the cycle soon. We're already in December. And you need to be alone to make this clear decision. It could be around money and hard work. You're waiting for something to come in, but it hasn't yet. It's some kind of obstacle, because it's Nine of Wands is out in your outer influences that's stopping you from being in this King of Wands energy. So let's see, Aries. Not getting any better, even when you're trying. So that's in your current placement. Ooh. Holy Spirit, so what is this not getting any better? Even with Aries child, what is this about? Some type of lack, some type of suffering, come out some type of lack, some kind of suffering, something you did from the past that's hunting you. What did Aries do in the past that's hunting them? Oh, that's a lot that came out. Holy Spirit. What did Aries do in the past that's hunting them? Yeah. It could be, you could be in debt, or you could have some kind of something going on with your career and commitments. So your love life, your whole life could be in shambles. And it's just like debt catching up with you. Maybe you went through a marriage. It says Saturn, so this is a lot of karma energy, a lot of either bad decisions you made or decisions that you didn't make in the past. So I feel like you're reviewing past contracts, physically, spiritually, emotionally, however it resonates with you. But most so, it has to do on the mind, body, and soul, because we got past lack and suffering. So it's definitely trying to look at things from every perspective that you know how to do. because that Saturn energy is tearing you up right now, Aries. Why is the Saturn energy tearing Aries up? It's like you didn't make good decisions in your past, or you could, Aries is like hot-headed. They're the first of the zodiac if you do it in zodiac sign order. Like Aries is the beginning. So Aries could be hot-headed, and you maybe that Saturn is trying to tame your hot-headedness and, making rash decisions. But what decisions that Aries made that got the Saturn energy tearing their ass up? What is, yeah. Something about your belief system. Something about you wear a mask. And you may pretend like everything is okay. Or you may pretend like, oh, this is not going to bother me. Or you may have on a blinder when it comes. I get that you don't look at the situation fully. You just take it that's what happens when you're hot-headed. You just take at first glance. You don't get to look in depth. And now you're learning to look. I'm hearing the fine print of things. You're learning to look for what's not being said. So I feel like I'm dealing with a young Aries, somebody that's learning how to read between the lines. And it doesn't really have to do with, it's in general. It's in spirituality. It's in emotionally, women, men, however. It's learning to read between the lines. Either in contracts, it could be business, or just take it how it resonates. But just learning to read between the lines. Like, I feel like you could be a starseed out here, starseed, because we have this innate thing that we don't innately do evil to people or do stuff. We take stuff at face value. If you tell us something and we're a young starseed, we tend to believe that until you start showing, like, we start getting all these cues like, hey, that's not what it is. And we start to look into behaviors like, okay, when somebody lying, they tend to do this. Like, one of my children, when they lie, they nose spread. One of they nose spread. My other child, when they lie, they stutter. You know what I'm saying? So you're learning to pick up on certain cues when it comes to things. But you're alone. You're having some kind of back pain too. Some of y'all could be, I'm hearing some of y'all could be pregnant. But some of y'all could be contractors too when I'm talking to men. Some of y'all could be roofing and working at hard, like lawn services, just doing hard labor. And that's what's really getting to you. And you're always exhausted. But we could be talking to somebody to people who are not only working, like they're not in the career, but they're working to pay their way through school, because we have somebody that's studying in like beautiful environment, something that's luxurious. Like, you could be studying, you could be spending a lot of time alone, and that's why you having this time to reflect, because you're studying, you're learning, you're doing your studies, and then you're reflecting at the same time. And you're learning to, this is making sense. This is reading this coming together, because you're learning to read between the fine lines. So I'm talking to a college student, someone who is motivated to do better, to progress in life. And it's not teaching you just, I feel like you're not just learning physical or business things. You're learning how to read. You could be studying psychology. That's what I'm picking up too. A lot of psychology. I know in our first year, we do have to take a psychology course in our general studies. And that's what you could be doing, and it's causing you to reflect. But you have low energy because you probably work, go to school, and, just trying to make ends meet, trying to, work on your dream. You saying repetition is key. Like, I got to keep doing this. This is my daily routine. And I think that's keep you motivated, because the more you learn, the more you do, the more you grow. It may not seem like it until you get to that point. You're like, oh, y'all know that. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm a professional. That's how I used to be. I'm like, yeah, child. Mm-hmm. And then people be like, oh, you know all this stuff. Why don't you do something? I'm like, girl, yeah, And sometimes you'll be studied so much you don't know that you know the stuff that you know. You feel me? Till you helping somebody, or you doing something with somebody else, and they ask you a question, you're like, oh yeah, and they're like, dang, well, you need to start a YouTube channel or something. You need to do something with that, because you know a lot. I feel like that's when you know, like, you've progressed. Um, I could be talking. It's male and female energy showing up, so it could be a male student or female. Just take it how it resonates, because it is a general. It says she's worked so hard to have it all. She deserves it all, baby. If you work your ass off, busting your ass, doing stuff for people, studying, making sure you good, like you do. Hard work is the only way up. Doing anything and any intellectual activity over and over again. So, like reading, studying, writing notes. Like, you may just be, like when I was in school, they told us to do crossword puzzles to keep our mind fresh and sharp, to keep, learn new words, and to keep up with whatever, to maintain whatever knowledge we have. Things like that. Like, you could get up every day and do yoga. You know what I mean? You may do yoga twice a day. You may get up and do Pilates. You may do Pilates twice a day. This is something that you're really into and you're serious about it. That's why repetition is key. You like being alone because it helps you think clearly. We could be having some teachers in this group too. Teachers have insight. Yes, you can learn a lot from your teachers and stuff. So this is someone who is clearly, I'm still getting that student mindset. Like someone who goes in there, most teachers, there's a lot of teachers out here that don't teach to teach, because they love students and they love teaching. They do it because it's easy, it's a job. Okay, I can go on the lesson plan. But you could tell someone who really enjoys teaching, who really enjoys student, who really enjoys learning. And I feel like this particular teacher caught your eye. You're like, oh, this teacher really do have insight. This teacher really do have depth. And I feel like you're just like, it's just giving you a different perspective on a particular teacher of yours. This man think highly of the rich single lady. You may not think you're rich, but a lot of people who are rich, trust me, they're really broke. They're broke people. They're really broke. And a rich mindset is when, you know what I mean, you could go within, you can self-reflect and like, dang, I checked myself. I'm good with the Lord. I'm good with that. I didn't mean that. And you know how you go back and you self-reflect and you check yourself. You're like, okay, I don't like the way I did this today. I don't like the outcome, so I'm going to change that. That is a beautiful energy. Somebody that can self-reflect and see where they went wrong, see where they want to go. That's rich energy. A lot of people don't sit back and reflect on what they do, how they treat people. That's rich energy. Because a lot of times when we don't have money, if the world ever lose money value, just say gold, silver, we know it's probably never going to go away, but let's say gold, silver go away. If a smile goes along with how you treat people, how caring you are goes a long way with people. And that could be a currency. You get what I'm saying? So your smile is a currency. The way that you view things is a currency. The way that you teach, you help. The way that you think is a currency. And you have rich energy currency. And this man is looking at you. This teacher could be doting on you as well as you doting on this teacher, because maybe this teacher loved teaching and have a love for students who love teaching, and you have a love for teachers who want to teach and who actually like teaching. And this is what I'm getting. You could be kind of falling in love with your professor falling in love with you. Just take it as a resume. Maybe just the teaching part, the learning part, but could be a little bit more. Child, I ain't trying to dig in your business. Yeah, a cycle ended for you. We could talking to somebody that coach kids, like somebody that's coaching smaller kids. That could be your job. Some of you could coach kids. Like, say you go to school at the daytime, and from 5 to 7, you coach your kids. You go home, you go back to your dorm or wherever, to your apartment, and you wind down, you study, and then you tired, your back hurts, and that's what I'm getting a lot. Someone whose time is well spent. It's not like you're dating anybody. I don't pick up dating. I don't pick up a love life here. I'm picking up someone who's strictly about school and working, school, learning, and working. And that's okay too. Everything ain't about a man or a woman. Sometimes you just need time to develop yourself. And I feel like you're doing a good job with it. Whoever this college student is, or this student, even if you're older, you could be an older person. Everybody ain't young in college. I remember when I started college. Well, my first time I started college, I was young, but I got older, like in my 20, I got like 25 and restarted college all over again, and it was new, and I had a different perspective, and I was like that. I was about, when it came to school, because I wanted to do well. I was about my kids, and I was about my schoolwork. I had no time for bullshit. I had no time for partying, clubbing. I didn't even like partying and clubbing. I like, have a little house party here and there. That's about it. But I didn't really trust people. So studying was my escape route. You know what I'm saying? I love to study. I love to read. That's like I get to leave the planet Earth and be wherever those words are taking you. You get what I'm saying? So we're talking to someone who really loves studying. We're talking to someone who has a knack for teaching. We're talking for someone who it's like you know how they say a woman, if you give a woman a house, she'll make it a home. If you give her sperm, she'll make a baby. It's that type of energy. If somebody give you knowledge, you're going to pass that knowledge on. If somebody give you love, you're going to pass that love on. It's very recycled energy. It's very, that word I'm calling it reciprocal energy. You're very much a reciprocal person, and that's what makes you high value. That's what makes you rich, because you can reciprocate good energy, not that toxic. Somebody beat you or hit you or cuss at you, you don't go back and beat them, hit them, and cuss at them. You be like, that's that person bad energy. That's not my bad, and it may bother you, but you know how to transmute it and go on and keep giving this positive energy, and that's what makes you rich, being wealthy from within. Because a lot of times it's a lot of people with money. It's so easy to get money these days. It seems like it. That people, it's some of the youngest people that's rich, but they have very nasty attitudes. It's some older people that's rich, but again, they have very nasty attitudes. They don't know how to treat people, don't know how to talk to people. They really need to take psychology courses. They really need to take hospitality courses. They really need to change their ugly heart and see what's making them ugly inside, but we're not going to go there. But I feel like you innately do that. I was one of those people that innately did that. Like, I innately, I don't like to pull out. Like, I was raised around gangsters. My mama was a gangster. She was an OG. You get me? My mama was an OG. And I love my mama. She taught me everything. I'm not coming against my mama. But the savages that after my mama died, that I was raised by, they made me despise everything that they was. That's why I don't want to be a savage. That's why I'm a lover, because that energy is so piss poor to me. It's broken energy. It's nasty energy to me. I don't ever want to be fighting over money. I don't ever want to not love my sister or brother because of money. You get what I'm saying? It's just nasty energy. You get what I'm saying? And that's broken energy. I didn't like that. For a long time, I didn't even want to have a lot of money because of the way I grew up. And my people treated me, because they were so savages. When it came to money, capitalism was everything to them. It was just disgusting behavior. And so you learn not to put that broke energy into the world. And that's so wealthy of you, that you are rich, you are wealthy, you are abundant, because you are that light that shines when nobody else sees you. You still shining. When nobody else is watching, you still gonna shine. You still gonna do what's right. And that's what people misinterpret what I say too. It's like, I was raised by an OG, a gangster, and I was raised by savages. And my mama was a gangster because she didn't play about nobody harming us or hurting us, and she'll whack anybody that, she was a protector, provider, what she was supposed to be as a mother. And she lived that to the fullest extent of her natural born life. But when I moved in with my grandparents and my other people, my granddaddy was the same way. Willie James Underwood was the same way. He was a natural protector. He provided. He was a caring. He was an honest, God-fearing man. But when it came to the other family, when my grandfather died, just savages and ruthless people. These people did not take on the qualities that this man took on. They did not have the same heart he did. And it showed. It showed, because everything start to go. When good people leave, everything go to shit. I'm trying to tell you, when good people leave a business, everything go to shit. When good people leave a area, stuff start to go to shit. I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I feel like you have an abundant energy. You're just a beautiful soul, Aries. Even if you're young, you're learning, you still shine. You're bright, you're loving, you're kind, you're patient. And it shows, because anybody that can coach kids and work with kids, that takes patience. I have 7 kids. I have 5 at home with me. I have 2 grown kids and 5 still at home with me. Baby, it takes a lot of patience to deal with kids. I love kids, so it's not like, oh, it's a burden to me. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, it does take patience, but I love my kids. I love taking care of my kids. I love kids in general, especially little babies. Ooh, little cute little babies, little chunky little babies. Yes. So I already know if you coaching kids, and you, I can see that you're not a predator. You don't, the Aries, you're not giving off predator energy. You're giving off like, I want to pour into these kids and I want them to see that there are good people in the world. And I could just, your energy, it feels so good to be in your energy, Aries. I'm just gonna say that. If you notice, I love doing readings. When it's positive, I tend to stay in you guys' energy when you're more positive. I love it. I love it. I love it. But you are trying to show up in this King of Wands energy. That is your signifier at the end of the month. So something does happen where you get back afloat. Let's see. Why is Aries in his King of Wands energy at the end of December? Why is Aries in his King of Wands energy at the end of December? There we go. Because you're closed off, you're guarded. It's something you're guarded against. What, Holy Spirit? Against what? Resisting, guarded, what? Against what, Holy Spirit? Against what? Close off. Aries are closed off, guarded, resisting what, Holy Spirit? Show me. What is it? Okay, there we go. This some type of okay. It's some type of energy that you healed from, and it caused you to fluctuate into your north node. It's some type of energy that was keeping you guarded and stuck, and you transferring it, and you're flowing. You're in your cosmic node. You're in your purpose. You're in your north node. I don't know what this guarded. It's something that you like that you pushed. It was a big obstacle that you overcame. I don't know what it was. They're not showing me that, but they're showing me that you transform, and now you're into your north node. Now you're in this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, meaning your energy is flowing. Like, how can I put it? Like, you healed something that was blocking you. Even with your eyes closed, you still know the answers. Even with if you close your heart off to something or to someone, she got her hands on her chest. And it caused you to get in this King of Wands energy at the end of the month. All right, I'm out. Peace, you guys.